Hello and welcome back to our marvelous stage here at the Spain Pavilion within Mobile World Congress 2025. We're going to continue with our company presentations. That's all we have left for the day, company presentations. As you know, the Spanish tech companies that share this Spain Pavilion with us have a chance to come up here on stage and give us a small presentation to talk to us about their business model or any new developments that they're revealing right now. Our next company presenting is called Aptica. You can find them in booth number 6 within the Spain Pavilion. And the title of the presentation is RF Planning in the Cloud, Today's Challenges and Future Opportunities. Please welcome Josué López Chávez, Director Técnico, Technical Director of Aptica.
Can you hear? Hello. Welcome to this presentation about RF planning and challenges and future opportunities. My name is Josué López, I'm the technical manager of Aptica, as he said. We have developed the first radio planning tool, which is on the cloud. And I'm going to speak about what is going to be the evolution of radio planning in the next years, and what is the provision that Aptica is doing to this evolution. So, first of all, I want to speak about having a platform in the cloud. It has a lot of advantages. Basically, it is accessible from everywhere, so anyone can access from any point only using a web browser. And there is no IT requirements from the customer, so there is no need to be care about hardware or software. Everything is going to be included in the service. And it's always updated, it's always ready to be used, and you don't have to worry about to maintain any kind of service. And on the other hand, it allows us, Aptica, to provide a new marketing model such as software as a service. And in this software as a service, you can contract what you need during the time you need, and you don't need to make any investment. So everything changed from CapEx to OpEx, which is more convenient for the customer, for the operator. And the software as a service model has to include everything, and when I mean everything is everything you need to make a good design of your network. So it includes a professional radio planning tools, of course, with full functionality for all kind of technologies, but also the 3D models that are going to be required to have an accurate simulations. And it's going to be included also support and maintaining service in the way that you don't have to worry about anything, because everything is already considered in the service. And in a modern radio planning tool, you need everything to be in the same tool. So you need to have the possibility to have all technologies, all frequency bands working in the same platform. So at the same time, you will have 5G, 4G, and legacy technologies, and you can have all the bands, and it's going to be deployed in the same scenario, simulated in the same scenario, and you have to take into account different kind of technologies, bands, and frequencies. And not only to take into account which is the coverage of the capacity, but also the handover, the traffic balance between the different technologies and so on. And it's required to have everything in the same platform. It not only includes the different access technologies, but also microwave links, transport technologies. The idea is to have everything in a single platform, and to have all databases coherent between them. All network has to be maintained in the same database. And it also will include indoor radio planning. The idea is if you can make the same design with outdoor part of the network and indoor part of the network over the same platform, you can take into account which is the penetration from the different macro cells outdoor inside the buildings, and you can take into account which is the composition between outdoor and indoor distributed antenna systems and so on, and you can make coverage, interferences, capacity, all this kind of computation at the same time. Okay. Another important point is the massive data. Okay, the expectations in 5G, 6G, IoT is the number of terminals and users are going to grow dramatically in the next years. So the idea is you have to be able to maintain all these information and to manage it in the best way and an efficient way. So the idea is to have a tool that can manage all this kind of information, taking into account the coverage of the network, but also the performance and the capacity. Okay, and to have a good radio planning tool, you will need, of course, to have accuracy. The idea is you are going to make simulations, and the simulation has to be as close to reality as possible. So to do that, you will need, of course, 3D models and to have the best possible cartography available, and then you will need the most accurate propagation model. At this point, we are suggesting to use Synapse in serial line, which is the most advanced and most proven propagation model worldwide. It is developed by Orange Innovation, and it is working in all frequency bands, including microwave frequencies. And it's using, in the last years, it's using artificial intelligence to determine which are the best effects of propagation that has to be taken into account depending on the case, depending on the scenario. Okay, it takes into account a lot of measurements, a lot of crowdsourcing data, and is going to analyze and decide which are the important effects in each case. On the other hand, okay, in Aptica we are working in artificial intelligence for radio planning, in the point of automatization of the radio planning. The idea is, okay, starting from detail, a number of users, a distribution of users, and a traffic demand, what we are going to do is to make automatic configuration of the network in the way that not only is going to be ensure the capacity and coverage of the network of the users, but is going to be ensure the minimum investment. And this is the optimal configuration. This is the best possible configuration available for the network. Okay, this is something that is already working in serial line. We have already used it, and in the next years we are going to provide it in different functionalities for specific use cases, such as private networks, such as campus networks, such as multi-RAN carrier networks, and in different cases what we are going to do is to obtain the best configuration possible, okay, in each case and in an automatic way. Okay, so, and to summarize, okay, our forecast and our perspective for the future in radio planning is that the new radio planning tools are going to be based, well, and not based, but aided by artificial intelligence, okay, are going to use massive data, especially to contrast simulations with reality. They are going to make they are going to use automatic algorithms in the way to obtain the best possible configuration of the network. And of course, they are going to be in the cloud. Okay. So now in Aptica we are working step by step in this evolution to the radio planning tool of the future. And if you have any, if you need further information about what is the innovation in radio planning, we are at your disposal. So thank you very much.